Hello everyone, welcome to the class. In today's lecture, we shall talk about the exercise of simple and actually not this one. Let me explain. Here is an exercise. Just a minute. Yes. Here we have the exercise of tenses, future tenses, and conditionals. The conditionals. Okay. The first sentence is I think it dash tomorrow. I think is in present definite. This is one clause and it is in present definite. It dash tomorrow. Tomorrow is the symbol of future tense. So when you have two clauses in one sentence and first clause is in present indefinite, the next clause should be in future indefinite. The next clause should be in future indefinite. So here we have in this sentence we have I think in present indefinite and it blank tomorrow. This should be in future indefinite because it is a prediction. So the future indefinite we use will and shall. With I, we, you, they, he, she, it, and with all nouns and pronouns in future tense we can use will. But this is an American formula. If we follow the British one, this is different. What is it? With I and we, shall is used. With I and we, shall is used. And with all other pronouns and singular nouns and plural nouns, we use will. This is a British formula. Because English is a very dominant language in the world, and many people follow the American English, so they use will with all the pronouns and with all singular and plural nouns. So this is up to you whether you want to use in an American or British grammar. It is totally up to you. I have told you the both, but I shall follow the British one. Okay, future tense and conditionals. I think it dash tomorrow. I think it will rain tomorrow. B is the answer. I think it will rain tomorrow. Now the B is the answer. Next is this time next year. I dash on my PhD. Okay, this time next year. Next year is a symbol of future. Whenever you talk about future or future happenings, you use next. So whenever you have next in a sentence, always use future tense. It can be future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect, or future perfect continuous. So let's see which suits the best. We have option A, will work. B, will be working. C, am working. And D, will have worked. We should always prefer future indefinite tense. Will work. A is the answer, will work. This time next year, I will work on my PhD. I will work on my PhD. Next is, this is the sentence. If I dash or blank a lot of money, I would travel the world. Okay, this sentence has two clauses and this is a conditional sentence. How this is a conditional sentence? Because here is if in the beginning of the sentence. If there is if in the beginning of a sentence, that sentence is called a conditional sentence. Conditional sentence has two clauses, both divided by a comma. Okay, this is a conditional sentence because there is if in the beginning of the sentence. Whenever you have if at the beginning or the middle of a sentence, that sentence is called a conditional sentence. Okay, conditional sentences are divided by a comma. So we can see a comma here. If I blank a lot of money, I would travel the world. Okay, in the second rows, we have would and first form of the verb. If you have would and first form of the verb in one clause, you have to use second form of verb in the second clause. That second clause can be in the beginning or in the end. So now we would use second form of verb. It means we would use past and definite. So second form, now let's see what are the options we have. Have, A have, B had, C will have, D would have. Okay, we need to use second form of verb, that is had. Had is the second form of verb of has and have. Has and have is the first form, had the second form, and then had again the third form. So had is the second form that we are using here in this sentence, that if I had a lot of money, comma, I would have, I would travel the world. I hope that I'm quite clear to you guys. If you have any query and you want to share something, if you have any kind of query, if you have any kind of question and you want to share something, do let me know in the comment section. You all are welcomed uh, here, and do let me know about your opinion, and do like, share, and subscribe our channel. Actually, Solomon has written down something, but I'm not a Hindi speaker. I do not know what he has written down. If you had written in Urdu, then I would have been able to read it out. But Solomon has written something in Hindi, and I don't know what does it mean. Please translate into English or into Urdu. I would have been able to read it if it had been in Urdu or in English. So please, whatever you want to share, do say in English or in Urdu. Okay, now let's move on. Let's see the next sentence. Okay, let's see the next sentence. The sentence that we have here is, uh, let me remove it first. Yes, by the end, this is the sentence. By the end of the year, we have this one. By the end of the year, she blank for this company for 20 years. Okay, here is a time duration, and the speaker is talking about time here. So, whenever you have time, and the symbol is by the, if you have by the and then next the time, then do use future continuous tense. Do use future continuous tense because he's talking about the future plan, that by the end of this year she will be working for the company for 20 years. So this is the answer to this question. I hope I'm clear. Next is this one. Be careful, you dash to all. Okay, this is a strong intention or evidence. Be careful. This sentence is in present, and you dash to fall. Uh, this should be in future indefinite, because if we have two clauses and one clause is in present definite, the next clause should be in future indefinite. So the answer is you will, uh, just a minute. We do not have a form of verb after will, so we skip it. As I told you earlier, that if you have one clause in present and the next clause you can also go with present in a continuous tense for the future prediction or for the future strong recommendation. So we shall use here are going. You are going to fall. You are going to fall. So this is the answer. Next is this one. I shall remove the all. This one. Okay. If he dash hard, he will pass the test. We have two clauses here. This is one, and the first is the other. If he blank hard, he will pass the test. Always keep your this thing in your mind that if is the symbol of conditional sentence. Whenever you have if at the end or the middle of the sentence, you should uh, first of all check if one clause is in future indefinite. If one clause is in future indefinite, the next clause uh, should be in present indefinite. So we usually use present definite if he studies hard, because in present definite we use s and es with first form of the verb if he studies hard. So let's check where it has written the studied. A study, no, this is not the answer. B studied, this is also not the correct answer. C studies, yes, C is the correct answer. I hope I have made you understand better. So studied, this is the one. Please share your opinion in the comment section and let me know, are you understanding it or not, and is it helpful to you or not? Because this live stream is just for you guys, not for anyone else, just to make you understand and just to make it easy for you. And if you want to learn something else, do let me know in the comment section. Okay, now let's see which sentence we have in the next line. The next sentence is this one. I promise I blank the dishes later. Okay, I promise. I promise is one clause, and this is in present definite. I blank the dishes later. If one clause is in present indefinite, the second clause can be in future indefinite. So we will use future indefinite. I promise I will wash the dishes later. So let's find out will in the option. A is am washing. No, this is not correct. B wash. No, this is not also correct. Will wash. Yes, this is the right one. C is the right answer. That I promise I will wash the dishes later. I hope I'm quite clear to you guys and you are understanding it quite well. The next is when the doorbell dash, I will answer it. Okay, here are two clauses. I will answer it, one clause, and the preceding is the second clause. Two clauses actually we have. Okay, if one clause is in future indefinite, the clause that says I will answer it, will and first form we have here. So this is future indefinite. So in the precede in the previous sentence, or sorry, clause, in the previous clause we shall use present indefinite. So when the doorbell rings. Now let's see where it has written rings. A ring, no. B will ring, no. This is not the answer. C rings, yes. This is the answer. Rings. When the bell rings, I will answer it. When the bell rings, I will answer it. I hope you are getting this point on. And if you want to share something, do let me know in the comment section. Okay, guys. Now let's move on to the next sentence. The next sentence is this one. We dash a party this weekend. We have sent out the invitation. Okay. In the first sentence, we have a prediction. So whenever you have a prediction, you should use future indefinite. It means you should use will or shall with first form. So we shall we just a minute. Let me remove and scroll it up. Yes. Uh, yes, this one. Okay. This is the sentence. The answer is we will have a party. So let's check where is will have in the option. We will have first is option, right? We will have the party. So next is this one. Unless the temperature blank, the snow won't melt. Okay, here is a scientific phenomenon. So whenever you have a scientific phenomenon in the sentence, you have to use present definite. So we will use present definite unless the temperature rises. A is the answer, unless the temperature rises. Okay, guys, I hope that you have all understood this one, and do let me know in the comments what you did you like the live stream or not. Okay, guys, thanks for listening me, and I shall meet you tomorrow. Till then, bye bye.